watched it a couple times. It's not something I just watch, every day, but I've seen it before, maybe once or twice.
Have you started doing your own personal preparation for next week?
Nah, not yet.
You must feel pretty good physically this camp, having not played any of the preseason games. Are you feeling better than you have at the start of any season?
Yeah, I mean, I do feel good. I haven't played any preseason games, so I guess that's helped a little bit why I don't feel as sore. But yeah, I mean, I feel good. If I played in the games, I still feel good. I still be ready to go. So that's not really that much of a factor for me.
Do you feel any different about, in terms of your confidence level now, going back to that Kansas City playoff game? Did you gain in confidence from that? Did the team gain in confidence from that? Or is that a little bit too dramatic to say that that's the case?
Man, I don't know, man. It's not even game week yet, so I hope we're confident about everything. We got go out here and get better today, have a good practice today before we get too far ahead of ourselves.
How good was their defense that day, Kansas City's?
It was good.
Nick, what do you think you guys accomplished in that training camp as an offense with all the continuity? What benefits did you see there?
I think the biggest thing was building off of last year. We found out we can be a good team with how we played last year, winning 10 games. So I think just for us coming here, build up that momentum, keep things going, fix things, the small things, the details, get better at that, and just come out here and work every day.
Nick, I've heard a couple guys use the word unsatisfied based off of last year. So along with what you're just talking about, do you guys feel like you should have gone further last year? Were you a better team than maybe everybody thought?
Yeah, man, I will hope so. I think we had a lot to learn from last year, making it to the second round and not making it any further than that. So I know guys learn from that. We can learn from that, build off of that, and continue to improve.
For a stretch of time when the team was really struggling, guys had only been on the Browns maybe in their first year, maybe in their second year. It was all like newbies. How much does it mean that you are an example of a guy who's been here, whatever, 3, 4, 5? You got a bunch of those guys now. How important is that?
I think it's big. Thinking back to Joel Batonio, I mean, he's been here forever, and he's had a lot of losses, and now things are turned around for. So I feel good for guys like him who've been through the worst of times here, and are finally decided to win some games. But you can look back, even guys who were rookies last year, those guys are spoiled. I mean, they won 10 games their first year. So I think we're heading in the right direction here for everybody.
You were here for some of the down times, right? When you look back, it just feels like the organization is in such a better place. Why do you think that is?
Because we're winning. That's why.
Do you think there are changes culturally that have helped you guys win?
Yeah, I think so. I think all together, I mean, the players, the coaches, organization, everybody's doing their part. We're getting guys in here who want to be in Cleveland. I mean, the coach is doing an amazing job too, and just the culture change, winning some games, and what it feels like to win. I think it's contagious. So we've been just winning games, and that's all we want to keep doing.
Hey, Nick, we know you're such a team guy, and now that you're on a winning team, now that you've gotten your second contract, are there any personal goals that you have in the back of your mind? Your career average is better than Jim Brown, stuff like that.
Nah, not really. I mean, I just want to win games for Cleveland.
Does it matter? We hear these rankings of top 100 players and all that. Do you look where you're at, and do you care at all?
I know where I'm at, but I don't really care. It's not really, don't really matter to me that much.
You've been a good back for a long time. If you consider, well, I don't know about high school, but your first year in college, you had a big year. I assume you had a certain level of confidence. But these years later, are you a different back who knows a lot more about yourself than you knew back then?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, just definitely physically, I know a lot more about myself. When I was young, I could eat whatever I wanted to. Now I can't. I feel it the next day. So I think just maturity-wise, I have grown a lot.
What don't you eat anymore that you used to like?
I could used to eat anything I wanted to, but now I mean I got to kind of get my vegetables and certain type of meats and things like that.
So is Chubb Crunch finally in the dining room now?
Nah, it hasn't made it here yet.
No? You pushing for it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to see what I can do.
How do your teammates take into their superhero names that you gave them?
They haven't said anything about it, so I don't know. Feel like I did a good job though.
Nick, what have you seen from Baker's second year of the system and the training camp you guys just wrapped up? And what do you expect from him this year?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of good things from Baker. I mean, he's definitely came a long way too, as much as all of us have. So I mean, he's done a great job this training camp. He's making plays, and that's what he's always done. So I just expect him to go out there and make big plays.
Do you feel or sense the comfort level he has? Like, does that carry over to the huddle or meetings or, just being with the same coach and the same system for the first time?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's definitely more poised in the backfield. I mean, he's always handled things well, even his rookie year. So I mean, I think he definitely has gotten better since. But to me, Baker, he's always been, very comfortable in the backfield.
Stubb talked about how Kevin gives him a number of carries for you and Kareem, and that he has to stick within a couple of carries, a couple of touches every week. Do you know that number going into games?
I have no idea.
Do you ever lobby for more?
Nah, not really.
You good with whatever?
Whatever. Yeah, I'll make do whatever I get.
Hey, we obviously paid a lot of attention to their cutdowns. Pretty darn Dearness was a guy, a conversation, obviously, was on 53. So what do you think of the work he's put in, and what's your view of him and his development?
Yeah, it's always a hard time when you have to make the final cuts for guys. But I mean, it's selfish to say, but I'm happy that Darren's still here. I mean, he's in the running back room. Got to know him the last 3 years. He's a really good friend of mine, and if you know his story, you know he's been through a lot. So it's good to see hard work paying off for him. He definitely deserves it, and yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy he's still here with us.
I'm asking you a Denzel Ward question simply from the standpoint that Ward's going to be out here talking, we'll be writing about him. But from your perspective as a top offensive talent, are you even aware of, or much aware of a cornerback of that talent when you run into a defense? A, and B, what kind of a talent is Denzel Ward from what you've seen?
Yeah, I think he's a really good cornerback. I mean, from what I see, I mean, he plays well. He's always doing great out there, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's a really good corner, yeah.
But cornerbacks aren't the first thing that enter your mind when you're looking for a hole in the line.
Yeah, I guess not. I never thought about that either, I guess.
And Nick, so much has been talked about during camp about the continuity and the evolution of this offense, being able to pull out some new wrinkles within the playbook and being able to do more this year, maybe than you guys were all able to last year offensively. Just as you've gone through this, do you think that when you look at those wrinkles, that they're going to make you an even better player than you already are?
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question, honestly. I mean, I hope so. I hope we can do a lot of different things and open things up for everybody.
The Chiefs have been the highest scoring team the last couple of years, and they made the Super Bowl. Do you think the Browns offense is at that level?
I don't know yet.